to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is the Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This is part 5, the final part on Catherine Mackenna. In this piece, which is a government audio, there is no video, Catherine Mackenna discusses traditional knowledge and climate change. That's the title. The link will be on my site. But what are you actually hearing here? Well, it is in fact the UN speaking through Catherine Mackenna. She and others are trying to brainwash you about our climate. This is purely and simply Agenda 2030. Now, I have done pieces on Agenda 2030 previously, and I will put links to these podcasts on my website. I urge you to take a listen to these and look at the links that those podcasts show. It's simply about controlling how you live and where you live. And this is important, make no mistake, this is only the beginning. By herding you into larger and larger communities, they believe they can wean you off your need for independent thinking and your very need for things like personal transport, which, by the way, they actually do despise. Not everybody wants to live in downtown Toronto, and if you talk to the people in downtown Toronto, why would you need a car? They hate that you are independent. They want to control not only you, but your freedom of thought and belief, and, of course, your freedom of movement. And that's not me speaking. You only have to go and look at Agenda 2030 yourself. Take a listen to their video, and then look at the links on my website to Agenda 2030. Now, I welcome your comments, and I believe at the moment that our social media, what they call right-wing, which I just call the truth, is being throttled by Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and others. I believe there's far more people listening to these broadcasts than we believe. But please pass these messages on, not for me, but for your own good.
How do we ensure that we are using traditional knowledge as we think about the best solutions?
It's an excellent question. What I'm starting to think is that there are, how you always say, people say there's no silver bullet. Some of these solutions there actually is a silver bullet. And you can do things that build community resilience, help lower their energy costs, and support traditional knowledge at the same time. And food security initiatives are exactly one of those initiatives, right? You help find alternative technologies for communities to build local food resilience. They can build their own greenhouses, things like that. You work with communities to have, for example, elder and youth medicine walks or community gardens and traditional food uses. That's a traditional knowledge and a cultural strengthening activity, right? And then those things are helping to build the community's resilience to climate change in general. So traditional knowledge actually helps to in that case, you can see you're lowering energy costs because you're not bringing food in from the south using huge expenditures of dollars and gas to get food there. And you're helping to support the local community be strong in the face of this. So that's the kind of solution I think Indigenous communities are really looking for others to work with to do that.
You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. You can now find us on Spotify. Just go to the podcast section and type Canadian Politics with a Twist and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio, and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.